To me, affirmative consent means being able to get everyone on the same page and have a basic standard for what consent is and how we all interact with each other.
Affirmative consent means to me that you are reassuring the people if they want to do something or if they're like comfortable with it.
The right that everyone should have to be able to agree to some things.
When you agree to it willingly, without being forced or being pressured into agreeing, that you make that choice from the bottom of your heart.
Just asking their permission for, anything that's involving them.
And my friend asked me if it was okay for them to give me a kiss on the cheek because they didn't want to make me uncomfortable, and that really made me really happy.
Affirmative consent education helps young people understand that sexual violence isn't only the stranger danger assault that we so often see in the media, but more often than not is done by people we know, maybe even people we care about. And for young people who have been assaulted by someone they know, it can be really confusing to them. They might think that they did something wrong, or that it was their fault, or that it maybe wasn't even that bad. A foundation of affirmative consent education at a young age can both shape the conversation going forward, but for young people who have already been harmed, it can help them understand that what happened to them wasn't okay, that it shouldn't have happened, and that they deserved and deserve going forward agency over their bodies.
The main reason why I am very much passionate about affirmative consent is because throughout middle and high school I have had, I want to say maximum 2 hours total in 6 years. The only way that I've learned things is growing up here at Girls Inc. since I was 5 and just learning basic consent from a very, very young age, and then going into the world and realizing that not everybody else has that same knowledge, I guess is a way to put that.
Different schools around Santa Fe have had at least 1 or 2 sessions, but I have not had any in middle school or throughout high school whatsoever.
Or I've seen a lot of my friends have issues with other people pressuring them into agreeing to stuff.
HB 43, affirmative consent, would require affirmative consent education be taught during a health unit that already exists in 9th to 12th grade. It would also redefine consent as being only yes means yes. And that would have implications with college and how investigations are done. It would require a trauma-informed response to sexual assault, and it would overall send a message that New Mexico cares about young people's experiences.
I feel like if kids at my school knew about affirmative consent, one, they wouldn't touch people without their permission, but also maybe the kids would be more respectful and think about their actions more instead of just doing whatever.
There would be a lot more respect for each other.
I think my school environment would be completely different if everyone had learned these things from a young age like I had. I think we wouldn't have as many reports or incidents of harassment or assault or abuse in schools. I think it would create a better relationship between the student body and the school administration as well, and just a better understanding on all sides.
It would be more people being more careful with other people and keeping their hands to themselves.
People would understand the importance of asking for consent for anything, and more people would honestly ask for consent, or at least show interest in it.
People would be more comfortable. I feel like our school environment would be different because you would have boundaries for everybody, because sometimes at school people may think you're comfortable with them, touching you or hugging you, and they just kind of come out of nowhere and hey, they just give you a hug and you're oh.
I can only imagine what a world without sexual violence would look like. I know that people would feel much safer and comfortable just living their daily lives, not having to worry about checking their shoulder or anything.
I think a world without sexual violence would, well, first off, would be awesome. I mean, I don't know what other way to put it. I think
Be a lot safer.
A lot more kindness in the world, and peace and love.
I think the world would be more beautiful without sexual violence.
I think it would be a lot more peaceful than the one that we live in now.
People would not be living in fear as they do now, and more people would have more help.
I know you believe in family.
I know you believe in integrity.
I know you believe in fairness.
This is why I'm asking you to vote for affirmative consent.
I know you believe in safety, and that's why I'm asking you to vote for affirmative consent.
I know you believe in respect, that's why I'm asking you to vote for affirmative consent.
I know you believe in safety, and with this bill being put into law, women, men, and transgender people will feel safer in their community, just knowing that everybody has a clearer understanding of what consent means.